How to increase sexual satisfaction for a woman using 7 simple tips coming up in this video. Hey, it's Vikram, your sex guru. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here and you're looking to learn about all things sex, make sure you hit the subscribe button now and turn on bell notifications so that you don't miss anything. Looking to spice things up in the bedroom and totally turn things on for your woman? Well, you found the right video. Today we're going to discuss 7 simple tips that will allow you to increase sexual satisfaction for any woman, especially your partner. First things first, you need to engage in more foreplay. Remember that women usually take a lot more time to get turned on when compared to a man, and that arousal rate is what you want to focus on. And that means engaging in a little bit more physical and mental foreplay that will allow you to build up anticipation to the eventual act of sex. So the next time you have sex, make sure you focus on having at least 15 to 20 minutes of foreplay included. Tip number 2, focus on clitoral stimulation over penetrative sex. According to one of the research studies that I read, women are twice as likely to experience an orgasm if you focus on clitoral stimulation. For those of you who don't know, a woman's clitoris is the equivalent of a glans penis or the head of the penis for a man. And due to the high level of sensitivity of the structure, it's covered by a hood. Stimulating the clitoris using an up and down motion or a side to side motion or even a circular motion can be really pleasurable for your woman. And as you get more comfortable with this, you can even switch to oral sex. Hey, you want to learn a little bit more about these body parts and how to stimulate them? Make sure you comment down below and let me know. Tip number 3, try something new and add it to your sexual repertoire. And by that I mean just do something new so that you can add it to your sex routine. Sexual pleasure thrives in an environment of passion, novelty, and excitement. See, if you're married or you've been with your partner for a really long time, the sexual excitement and novelty can tend to die down over a period of time and down to a point where it can just get plain old boring. It can get really hard to pleasure your partner in a new and exciting way. And that's why it's now time for you to start experimenting. Learn to try something new once in a while. Try to change things up a little bit. It may seem unusual at first and you may not be really comfortable with it initially, but moving past that barrier and getting to a point where, hey, trying that stuff out actually helped. That's what you want to work towards. And once you reach that stage, you can start incorporating newer, better, and more powerful sexual techniques into your relationship. And that leads me into tip number 4. Tip number 4, improve the connection and address any relationship issues that you may have at this point of time. It's important to not ignore this one because you need to understand that women give a lot more importance to the feelings in the relationship, and that correlates a lot with how much they get sexually aroused. So if they feel good about you, then they are more likely to feel more pleasure during sex. And that means making a proactive effort to understand what their needs are in the relationship and try to figure out things from there. Avoiding a state where there is any amount of animosity between you and your partner is paramount. Improve your connection outside the bedroom and you'll be moving forward towards improving your connection inside of it. Tip number 5, ask them about their sexual fantasies. Simply put, sexual fantasy can be understood as a mental image or a pattern of thought that triggers one's sexuality and can enhance sexual arousal. Now, for a woman, this can be many different things. It could be related to sex in an unusual place, or it could be related to oral sex, or even just plain old role play. But for now, focus on tip number 6. Tip number 6, communicate to find out their likes and dislikes. If you really want to find out your partner's sexual fantasies, then you want to have an open line of communication. I know that most men may not want to talk about sex or any important matters that are relevant to the relationship, but try to learn to lend an ear every now and then. Learn to listen. Let them open up and talk about something that they feel is important to the relationship. It could even help your sex life. Remember that if you are going to give your partner that amazing sex life and relationship, good communication is the foundation. It is paramount that you learn to communicate openly and freely and give them the liberty to do the same with you so that they can experience the sexual satisfaction that they deserve. Tip number 7, explore her erogenous zones. Erogenous zones are those parts of the body that have a lot of nerve endings and are really pleasurable and sensitive to touch. Parts like the inner wrist, nape of the neck, the butt, the earlobe, the back of the knee, and of course the labia and the anus. Remember that in the bedroom we are all individuals and each person may have certain likes and dislikes. That's why communicating regarding which part of your body that you like being touched and getting the same from your partner is really important for good, healthy sex. And here's a bonus tip for you. Let me over deliver. Here is tip number 8. Let your partner pleasure you so that they can increase their sexual satisfaction. Yes, it is true that some women like to give pleasure to men and see that as a form of sexual satisfaction. Learning whether or not that your partner is that kind of person that gains sexual gratification by giving you pleasure is something that's really important. It all comes together in some way, shape or form that if you have an open form of communication, you can communicate about your likes, dislikes and your needs, as well as learning about the erogenous zones, learning what really your partner needs in order to get them to that point where you can increase their sexual satisfaction. Remember, there are so many things that you need to understand and cover with regard to your partner's sexuality, and the more you learn about it through communication, the more likely you are to apply it and truly enjoy your sex life. If you're looking for a system that teaches you exactly how to do that in a step-by-step fashion, giving you the exact skills needed to build an amazing sex life and an awesome relationship, then make sure you check out the Verbal Love Potion training system. It's a customized training system that will help you with your individual sexual needs and issues and solve them really fast. You can find the link for that down in the description box below, or you can sign up to the website right here. And if you're looking for more free sex tips, hit the I button and watch the rest of the best sex playlist. Found the video useful? Make sure you smash that thumbs up button now. Comment down below and tell me which one of these tips you found to be the most helpful, as well as what else you want me to cover here on this channel regarding all things sex. Looking for that and more? Make sure you hit the subscribe button now and turn on bell notifications so that you never miss another video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Vikram signing off, and I'll see you in the next session.